Have you ever wondered why only 1% of the population is truly rich, while most people struggle month after month with money? Today, you'll discover the secrets they use, the decisions that make the difference, and how you can start copying them today. If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, worried about your finances, and looking for a way to grow your wealth, this video is for you. We're going to explore the differences between most people and the top 1%, and what that means for your financial future. By the end, you'll understand the habits, decisions, and mindset that separate the wealthy from the rest, and how you can start applying them today. Let's start with some eye-opening numbers. Only 1 out of every 100 people owns the majority of the world's wealth. That means 99% of people are working, spending, and living month to month, while the top 1% grows their wealth continuously. This is not by chance. These wealthy individuals have learned to invest wisely, save strategically, and make smart financial decisions early in life. For instance, many of them start investing in stocks, real estate, or small businesses while the majority focuses on short-term spending. Think about it. While the average person buys the newest gadgets or spends on things they don't really need, the wealthy are buying assets that generate income. Even small habits, like saving a fixed percentage of every paycheck or continuously learning about finance, can make a huge difference over time. And it's not just about money, they also understand the power of networks and connections. Surrounding themselves with other successful people, they gain opportunities and insights that most will never see. Understanding these differences is the first critical step towards changing your financial future. Once you see the patterns, you start to notice where your own habits might be holding you back, and how to adjust them to start moving toward financial success. So, what makes the top 1% truly different? It's not just luck or inheritance. Their daily habits, mindset, and financial choices set them apart. Let's look at some key habits they follow. Investing consistently. Instead of spending all their income, the wealthy put a portion into stocks, real estate, or businesses. For example, Warren Buffett started buying stocks as a teenager and reinvested his earnings over decades. That's how compounding works in their favor. Continuous financial education. They read books, attend seminars, and follow market trends. Take Elon Musk, for instance. He studied engineering and business relentlessly, which allowed him to identify opportunities that most people would overlook. Networking and connections. The 1% surrounds themselves with ambitious, successful individuals. This opens doors to partnerships and investments others don't see. For example, many tech entrepreneurs met their first investors or collaborators through targeted networking events. Taking calculated risks, they don't gamble recklessly, but they analyze opportunities and are willing to step out of their comfort zone. Investing in a startup or buying undervalued property can be risky, but the payoff is huge if done wisely. Long-term planning. While most people focus on next month's bills, the wealthy plan for decades. They set goals for retirement, investments, and wealth growth. Jeff Bezos, for instance, reinvested Amazon's profits for years instead of spending them, creating the foundation for massive wealth later. These habits may seem simple, but they require discipline and consistency. By understanding and slowly incorporating them into your life, you start to think and act more like the wealthy. The mindset of the top 1% is one of the biggest differences between them and the rest. They see money not just as something to spend, but as a tool to create more opportunities. Let's break this down with concrete examples. Thinking in opportunities, not limits. While most people focus on obstacles, the wealthy look for ways to grow. For instance, Oprah Winfrey grew up in poverty but always sought opportunities in media and business, turning every challenge into a stepping stone. Avoiding unnecessary spending. The wealthy are deliberate about what they spend on. Jeff Bezos reportedly lives modestly despite immense wealth, choosing to reinvest profits into business ventures instead of luxury items. Making decisions based on long-term impact. Every financial choice is made with the future in mind. For example, many successful investors keep cash reserves or invest in assets that may not give instant rewards but build wealth over years, like real estate or index funds. Learning from failures. Mistakes are seen as lessons, not disasters. Elon Musk faced multiple near bankruptcies with Tesla and SpaceX, but he analyzed what went wrong and adjusted his strategy, ultimately turning failures into success. Multiple streams of income. They don't rely solely on one salary. Many in the 1% have side businesses, investments, royalties, or dividends. This diversification reduces risk and accelerates wealth growth. By adopting this mindset, you start thinking differently about money, opportunities, and risk. Even small shifts, like saving a little more, investing smarter, or analyzing opportunities more carefully, can compound into significant financial advantages over time. While the top 1% builds wealth through smart habits and mindset, most people fall into common financial traps that keep them from achieving success. Let's explore the biggest mistakes. Spending more than they earn. Many people live paycheck to paycheck, buying items they don't really need. For example, constantly upgrading phones, buying luxury clothes, or eating out frequently, instead of budgeting and saving. Not saving or investing. The majority of people keep their money in checking accounts, missing out on opportunities to grow wealth. Even a small investment in an index fund or a retirement account early in life can make a huge difference over decades. Relying on a single income source, depending solely on a salary, makes you vulnerable. The 1% builds multiple income streams through businesses, investments, or side projects. For instance, someone might freelance online or invest in real estate to create extra cash flow. Ignoring financial education. Many avoid learning about money, thinking it's too complicated. The wealthy, in contrast, read books, follow markets, and take courses. Knowledge compounds just like money. Making impulsive decisions. Whether it's buying on credit or jumping into risky ventures without research, impulsive choices often lead to debt or missed opportunities. Successful people take calculated steps, weighing risks and rewards carefully. Avoiding these mistakes is critical for improving your financial situation. Start small, track your spending, save consistently, invest intelligently, and make every decision with long-term goals in mind. These steps may seem simple, but they separate the 99% from the 1% over time. Now that we've explored the habits and mindset of the wealthy, let's talk about practical steps you can start taking today to move closer to financial success. Save a fixed percentage of your income. Start by saving at least 10% of every paycheck. Even if it feels small, consistency is key. For example, if you earn $500 a week, saving $50 consistently can grow into a significant amount over a few years with interest or investments. Invest in assets, not liabilities. Focus on things that generate income or appreciate in value. Stocks, index funds, real estate, or small business ventures are all examples. Remember, buying a luxury car that depreciates doesn't make you richer, it costs you. Educate yourself financially. Read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or listen to podcasts on personal finance. Knowledge compounds over time and helps you make smarter choices. Even 1 hour a week learning about money can have a huge impact over years. Create multiple income streams. Don't rely solely on your salary. Freelance work, online businesses, investments, or passive income streams like dividends can provide financial stability and accelerate wealth growth. Surround yourself with the right people. Join communities or groups where financial growth is valued. Networking with ambitious and financially savvy individuals exposes you to ideas and opportunities you might never encounter otherwise. Start small, think long-term. Don't try to become rich overnight. Wealth is built with discipline, consistency, and smart decisions over years. Even small changes, like tracking expenses or investing $50 a week, will compound into meaningful financial growth. By taking these steps and applying them consistently, you're already moving closer to thinking and acting like the top 1%. The key is to start today, no matter how small the first step might be. To wrap up, the difference between the 99% and the 1% is not luck, it's habits, mindset, and smart financial decisions. The wealthy think long-term, invest wisely, educate themselves, and take calculated risks. The rest often fall into mistakes that limit their growth. But here's the good news. You don't have to be born into wealth. By adopting even a few of these habits today, you can start changing your financial future. Start saving consistently, invest in assets, educate yourself, and take small, deliberate steps toward building wealth. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts or your current financial habit, and subscribe for more tips on managing money and growing your wealth. Remember, every big change starts with a single step. Start yours today.